man pre us, we don't pre them. My don's finesse it in Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. My don's finessing in Sweden. Hey, feel it up with no feeling. My don's finessing in
Sing it had the down thing, drowning.
What's going on? Welcome to comments below. I am not with Vuj. That makes me slightly upset because there's only enough room for one black person inside this office.
I don't like black people like you know that? There's enough for two. I don't want three. Three's a crowd. Yeah. Huh? I hate him, selfish.
Anyway, welcome to comments below. I am Poet. This is not Vuj. This is
Steve-O.
He's got his name on his hat and stuff.
No, yeah.
Nice jump.
I got it on my arm.
You don't leave your comments from last week. We bring them up this week just to tell you what our opinions are on this weekend's football, which happened to be FA Cup or the Emirates Cup. Thanks, Copper90, for featuring me on the show. Kind of felt weird seeing my comment, but it felt nice. Have a nice shout out, man, like Burma. But let's go straight on to one of the best games on the weekend. It happened on Saturday. Tottenham Hotspur 4, Wycombe Wanderers 3. I don't know how the hell Tottenham Hotspur won that game. First to win at least one piece of silverware this season, FA Cup or Premier League. Ooh, what do you reckon about that?
Oh, they can win both.
Pardon?
For me, Spurs are the strongest team in the league. I don't want to say it as a West Ham fan, but they're the strongest team in the league.
And what makes you say that?
If you go through their team, for backup and squad-wise, they've got the strongest squad. They need a couple more strikers, but for me, they're the only team that when they play against another team, I feel confident on the accumulator.
Wycombe actually going 2-0 up due to Hazy getting both of the goals. Our
Bad
mate
boy
Akin
goals.
Fenwa involved. The first goal, fantastic volley. Dele Alli coming off the bench, scoring an incredible goal to make it 3-3 before Son. Little 1-2 interplay on the left-hand side. Banging it in, deflected, own goal. But what do you think? I mean, is that the magic of the FA Cup though? At one point, Wycombe Wanderers 2-0 up. Then just when you thought they threw it away, they're 3-2 up. And then all of a sudden, Spurs showing that quality that they have at the end
And
of the
what a
game
header
to
for
win
the third goal from Wycombe, by the way. I may be being harsh on Wycombe here, but it was shit defending, man. Now, I know you've put in all that effort for the whole game, but it's a little bit more concentration, you win the game. So 1-2.
Shout out to Wycombe though,
Yeah, man. Big you up,
Big
but
fight. Akin Fenwa, my G. I wish you had got on the score sheet because I would have gone haram.
But he done more. He done more than be on the score sheet in the sense of he was a handful the whole game, man.
Yeah.
So fair play to him.
Well, the magic of the FA Cup did actually happen on the weekend. Lincoln City beating Brighton and Hove Albion 3-1. Mr. Bet says, who said the FA Cup was dead? Lincoln in absolute dreamland. When you both gonna get Single Bank to cheer on the mighty IMPS. Hashtag have it. I feel like I've read it wrong. And Bird says Lincoln caused a shock in the fourth round by beating Brighton at home 3-1.
This is what I always say. Non-league players have all got the ability to play higher. All got the ability to play higher for 1, 2, maybe 3 games. But they ain't got 38 games in them.
No, of course not.
So if they do turn up, the players that they've got at Lincoln turn up, they're as good as the Brighton players. It's probably done Brighton a favour because now they can concentrate on the league. So.
Fully on the league.
Yeah, man.
Brighton, man, some of the defending, especially the last goal.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I mean, it was an absolute calamity, but then credit to Lincoln for being sharp and making sure that they punished the team every time they made a mistake. I think that's one of when I speak to a lot of the players, you know, in Championship, and I say to them, what's the difference between the golfing class when it comes to Premier League and Championship? They say, you make one mistake in the Premier League, more time you're punished. Now, the shock of the FA Cup weekend for me, I left the house in which my mother of my kids lives, and I was walking home back to my house where I got a message saying, Po, you watching Wolves Liverpool?
One sec, Po.
Nah,
the kids ain't here yet. You're trying to do that whole baby mother thing and the kids ain't here yet. Huh? The mother of my kids, look at me. I'm going to be a dad. Shut up, man. Huh?
Is there kids in her stomach?
Oh, God.
Is she the mother of them?
Yes, all right.
So technically,
look at me.
what I'm saying makes sense, Steve. I genuinely do not know how they got knocked out by Wolverhampton at home.
Windman as well.
The guy that used to be at Aston Villa, tweeting about Charlie Sloth every single day.
Dead player,
just
man.
listening to Charlie Sloth just so Charlie Sloth can retweet it. These times you're at Aston Villa Premier League. Show a bit of respect for yourself, son. Liverpool, I thought this season were probably going to win some silverware. They were very unlucky last season not to win some silverware. Knocked out of the bloody worthless, or whatever the hell it's called, the League Cup. At home again to Southampton. Now knocked out the FA Cup, Wolverhampton. Can Liverpool salvage the season in any capacity? And if you was a Liverpool fan, if you was Vuj, what would you want from this season?
All I would want if I was Vuj is Champions League football. The cups, Klopp, he doesn't win cups. I don't think Liverpool was ever going to win the FA Cup or League Cup. So yeah, there you go.
Everyone's talking about the amount of changes teams made, and they find it a little bit disrespectful. Can I also say Wolves apparently made 7 changes to that side as well.
Brighton made 9.
Is that a bit upsetting that, teams are making so much changes? Is it a sign of disrespect to the cup?
No. You know why? Because since, I think it's Arsene Wenger, I think it was him that sort of brought that whole...
I remember.
Yeah, or it might have even been, who was the tinker man? Ranieri.
Ranieri.
It might have been Ranieri, but...
I remember Wenger definitely
This is 1996 we're talking. So we're talking 20 years later. It should not surprise you that a Premiership team, a team in a higher league, would change their starting 11 when they're playing a lower team. It's not disrespect, it's just listen, we're playing a lot more games, there's a lot more riding in these games because of sponsors, all of that. They need to have the strongest team for every game, man.
Do you know what doesn't surprise me as well? Michael Carpenter leaving a comment about Arsenal. He says Southampton 0, Arsenal 5, a Theo Walcott hat-trick, brace from bloody Welbeck, Oxlade playing like Ozil, a great, confident, dominant win. Arsenal?
Can we rate Walcott, please?
No, can we rate Chamberlain?
Yeah. I wanted them at West Ham. I thought we was going to get him, man. Arsenal can do this. But don't they disappoint you that they...
Say it again. Arsenal can... Arsenal can
do this.
Yes!
They've got that in the locker. Bournemouth, the draw. There's these little draws you've had in between these games.
What else? What other draws?
I didn't think you were going to ask that.
Oh, no. Going to a game, obviously one individual in this studio wasn't too happy about. His name's Price. Chelsea 4, Brentford, why did you turn up? Goals from William, Pedro, Ivanovic.
Oh, damn it.
Chelsea, what do you think about Chelsea?
From the start of the season, I have to get this on there. I've rated Chelsea. I said they're going to do bits. If they turn up with the squad they've got, if the players turn up,
Mad thing.
It's over, and this is what happens, mate. This is what happens. I feel sorry for Brentford because West Ham are chasing their striker.
He was on the bench.
And he was on the bench again, I think 3rd game in a row.
And he was on the bench busting up as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm moving. And everyone else was just sitting there like, I'm going to lose. Yeah. Josh McEachran, he's the guy that used to tweet about Nando's every week. Former Chelsea player.
Former Chelsea starlet.
Shit.
Yeah.
Loftus-Cheek though, very, very
he was
impressive.
On bits. But this is the thing. You look at the whole Chelsea youth team. I think they've won the Champions League 2 years in a row.
Who?
Chelsea, the Chelsea youth
team. You're lying.
Yeah, bro. Bad boy players. They've had players on loan in Holland and all over the gaff.
Only in Holland. Like 900 men.
None of them play. A lot of the Chelsea kids need to be playing, man. Need to be playing.
Are they going to get a chance at Chelsea?
Well, no.
Because Loftus-Cheek is...
Point making, they've got people like Loftus-Cheek that can do that. I know it's only against Brentford, sorry Pricey, but that was a dominant performance, man.
Oh, Loftus-Cheek was incredible.
Yeah, so
Chelsea fans, what do you think?
Yeah,
do young players at Chelsea get an opportunity? Do they get a chance? If you look at it, through the last years, I can only remember people like Nichols, Jody Morris,
he's going back a bit.
Terry.
Yeah. Coming through, and staying in there.
That's all I can really
Chalobah's playing a little bit this season, but
again,
good player, but is he going to cement it? Not with the players they've got, and that's no fault of his own.
Well, leave a comment, let us know any young Chelsea players that you want to see coming through to first team that's currently on loan in Vitesse Arnhem or anywhere else in Holland. Alfie Wilson, he's talking about this Oxford United win against Newcastle United. It ending 3-0. Alfie says, please mention my boys Oxford, causing another upset this weekend. Unbelievable win for us, thoroughly deserved, and absolute limbs for the 3rd goal, just limbs everywhere. I was like, rah, my man's come on his debut, limbs, cuz. And then the foot.
I can't do limbs, this top's tight, but...
And them jeans. Mr. Goodman says, last year Swansea, this year Newcastle. Oxford United proving that that basically magic still exists in the cup. 3-0 to the boys.
This whole weekend has.
100%. There's been so much magic in the FA Cup this weekend. It makes me realise that really and truly it is a cup that should be respected and taken seriously. Oxford showing that, beating Newcastle United. Remember, their manager's Rafa Benitez. Yeah. He's won the Champions League. Yeah. Oxford United have got a man along from fucking West Ham.
What's that mean? Bruv, that guy that's on loan from West Ham, Lopez, he's been banging up the reserves.
So why is he not playing? Because you need a striker?
To be honest with you, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know why.
Honest, I don't know.
I don't know why he's gone Oxford. If you've got a guy that you want to be in your first team, you've got to be sending him Championship. Nothing against Oxford. You've already proved your level. You've done well. Big up you lot. But mate, if you're that good, we send you the Championship. In fact, if you're that good and we're trying to chase European places, we send him to another team in the Premiership. We send him to a Sunderland or someone like that. No disrespect, but to Oxford. Are you kidding me? My mate plays for Oxford and I lend him money. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense.
We got a comment here who says Mourinho has been sacked. Same as great managers. will not be shocked if Pep is not at City at the end of next season. My perspective on the situation is that the style of football he's trying to implement is very difficult to get through to the crop of players. But once they get it, it's over, because you saw that first half performance against Spurs. How Spurs manifested a draw against Manchester City doesn't even make sense to me.
Ripped out the soul of City, man. That 98th minute pen. Was it 98th?
No, it was a Son goal from, I don't know, like the 83rd minute, 7 minutes from time. A flick
Different
from Harry
game,
Kane.
different game. I was
Yeah, that's
thinking.
all right, don't worry about it. Just to let you know, he is getting paid.
I think even if he gets that style across to his players, the way the Premiership press, it's still going to be hard. He's still going to lose games. He'll still win the league because they'll be more consistent, but they're still going to lose games. Don't ever think he's going to dominate.
No, I don't think
you know what I mean?
Let's move on to the next comment. JJP Vibbar says, Arsene Wenger has been given a 4-match ban. Same thing again. Do you think it was fair? Do you think it was a fair punishment? Should he have got a longer ban?
Yeah. You don't listen. He knows you don't. Put it this way. If one of his players
did that,
would have touched an official and then probably got an 8-game ban, say Giroud done it, for instance, when he's been on this run, he'd have been gone crazy at him. So I think the players and the fans should be upset with Wenger, because obviously the players need him on the touchline.
Can we really be upset with an individual that shows his... Because one thing I think football's lacking is
passion.
Humans.
Okay. Yeah.
It's almost like we're conditioned to be robots. Don't take off your top when you score in the 97th minute. Do you remember the time that Micah Richards gets an equaliser for Manchester City early on his career? He's like 17, 18 years old, runs into the fucking crowd. He's from Manchester, takes off his top, and he's scrutinised by Stuart Pearce, carded by the referee. Are we taking that human emotion out of football that we all love? That sort of like, I believe we've done this. Is that leaving football now?
100%. Listen, Wenger, I love it. As a football fan, and I am a fan of football, I love that. I love when you get into spats on the side of the pitch. I love it when players show passion. I love it when players take their top off when they score. I love it when they kick the sponsor boards. Remember when Ketspire done that?
Ketspire
went crazy. I love all of that. But I know it's wrong. So does Wenger. They would have made an example of Mourinho. I think Wenger's got it nice. I think they respect him, the FA, man. So he gets away with a little bit more.
Leave a comment, let us know what you think about Mourinho. If it was him, how long would he have got? And did Wenger get a long enough ban?
What a guy! What a guy! What a guy! What a guy! What a
guy.
What a guy! I'm saying, how do you want me to say it? I'll read some.
Problems.
I'll help you out.
No, I've heard about your reading. Karima says to Timsy, for having David Alaba say he was really good at football and asked if he played professionally. Oh my God.
What, is that what happened there?
Cuz.
That doesn't surprise me, because I think Timsy personally should go on trial, like an Oxford or somewhere, and he'd work his way out.
So we've only got 1 day left of the transfer window. We are selling Timsy at Copper 90. He's Korean. So obviously he might go to the army, but if he doesn't, for about a tenner, Prav, you got a good winger here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So any clubs are interested, can you talk to Oxford for us?
I will talk to Oxford.
I'll be acting as his agent. Timsy,
right.
how are you?
I'm good, man.
How was your weekend?
Yeah, nice. Our team on Saturday actually lost in the cup on penalties.
Not that good then, is he?
Yeah.
Did you score?
I scored my pen. Didn't score in the game.
Did you play well?
I'll wait till the next transfer window.
Yeah, let's go. Come back in July 1st. We'll
and
see you
if
then.
football teams don't want him, you can buy him in other things as well.
What a guy to Kenny Miller, as he scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes to make it 2-1.
Is he still going?
To the next round of the Scottish Cup at the ripe age of 37.
He's been going for time.
What a guy to West Ham FC for contacting my terminally ill granddad and sending him a signed merchandise and a personally signed letter from the club, players and Bilic, and thanking him for... oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
That's what we do, bro. That is what we do. Arsenal wouldn't do that. No, I like Arsenal. I tell you this all the time. But you wouldn't do that.
To me, for successfully making everyone in my class think the new Champions League song is Champions League by MHD. Now that is what we need more of. To Danny Crowley for taking another championship scalp at Lincoln City, well done. Danny Skinner says, I know it's not football related, but Brian Chesky, CEO of Airbnb, providing free housing and accommodation for refugees and those denied entry into the USA. Yeah. What a guy. I saw the tweet. I also retweeted it. I think that's good, was incredible. Give it a round of applause for all of those. The question is, I'm going to give you the privilege. Don't be biased, Steve-O. I know you got purple on your jumper.
Yeah.
You came in here blowing bubbles. Unlike Payet. Just let us know.
What a guy.
Yeah, what a guy.
You know who I'm going to give it to?
Go on, brother.
Obviously, the West Ham thing, amazing. The one Dan Skinner sent in about Brian Chesky, amazing.
Man from Airbnb?
Yeah. But you know what I want to give it to? I want to give it to Danny Cowley. Reason why he tried to sign me when he was at Braintree.
Oh, is it?
And I know how regimented but also the feeling around the club he does, any club he goes to. He's got a brother as well who's his assistant. But I know how much that would mean to him. So I just want to give it to Dan Cowley.
I like that. Let's go through, see what's happened. On 2-2s now, it's the remix. Spurs, classic Spurs.
Was there a song for this? Is that the song?
No, but I'll let you. You know what? Read through some of these things.
Big Nasty tweeted, "I'm fat and sexy. That's my niche of the market." It's true. Yeah,
Basically, that was also from our FIFA and Chill
Yes.
with Big Nasty. If you watch the video, you'll see him breaking down his name is actually an acronym and what it stands for, so on and so forth.
What, Big Nasty?
Yeah, 100%.
That's recent he's done that.
Well, I guess, yeah.
And to be honest with you, Nast, I'll tell him, that's rubbish. Bruv, are you kidding me? Who makes what's it called, acronym? What's it called? An acronym. What's it called?
Do you know what's so mad?
Acronym. Yeah?
You said it so wrong, I forgot what it was originally called. BBB, B Trump and the wall. Oh my Lord. The only wall we believe in. Borussia Dortmund sending a couple shots out there at man like Donald Trump. I have to respect that.
Next one's from Welbeck. Had to sprinkle a little bit on that feeling. Salt Bay.
Have you been to the restaurant? Abu Dhabi? Abu
No.
Dhabi? Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi.
You've caught my silliness. I'm rubbing off on it. Next one is Arsenal giving it out. And this tweet is from blah blah. It's just called blah blah. I'm so done. This guy went off about Arsenal's cooking challenge and Arsenal weren't even having it.
The comment says, absolute disgrace. The judge is clearly enjoying Hector's dish up to the noodles, but doesn't even bother with Alex's noodles. Just makes up his mind straight away. The judge sums up the mentality of our club. Weak, spineless, and happy to accept.
Swear down. Because of a cooking challenge, they brought it to the pitch.
And Arsenal just said, it's really not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Proper sounds like there's a guy called Mike. And that just sounds like something he would have said. Anyway, that was This Week on Social. Make sure you send all of the social posts throughout the week to us just so we can speak about it here, bring up your name, show your face. Then you're like, rah, man's in the show. I'm like, cuz, you're really in the show. Then you see me on the street, oh, thank you for putting me in the show. I'm like, it weren't really me, you know. It was down to Pricey and Timsy. Those are the people you should be thanking. But
I was just sprinkling some salt.
big man, after I said Abu Dhabi, don't sprinkle nothing on me, dog. You've already infected me. I don't want anything else. Steve-O, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here. Do you know what I like about you?
Go on then.
Nothing. It's really good. Make sure next week you come back because he won't be here. I'll have my mate David. But that was comments below. Goodbye. Bit of Danny Welbeck.
Have you nice. Have you nice. Have a nice. Oh, whatever.
Have a sword, babe.
Have a sword, babe.